Creating simple formulas. Microsoft Excel 2010 can be used to calculate numerical information. In this lesson, you will learn how to create simple formulas to add, subtract, multiply and divide values in a workbook. Also, you will learn the various ways you can use cell references to make working with formulas easier and more efficient. Simple formulas. A formula is an equation that performs a calculation. Like a calculator, Microsoft Excel 2010 can execute formulas that add, subtract, multiply, and divide. One of the most useful features of Microsoft Excel 2010 is its ability to calculate using a cell address to represent the value in a cell. This is called using a cell reference. In order to maximize the capabilities of Microsoft Excel 2010, it is important to understand how to create simple formulas and use cell references. Creating simple formulas. Microsoft Excel 2010 uses standard operators for equations such as a plus sign for addition, a minus sign for subtraction, an asterisk for multiplication, a forward slash for division, and a caret for exponents. The key thing to remember when writing formulas is that all formulas must begin with an equal sign. This is because the cell contains or is equal to the formula and its value. To create a simple formula in Microsoft Excel 2010. 1. Select the cell where the answer will appear. B4, for example. 2. Type the equal sign. 3. Type in the formula you want Microsoft Excel 2010 to calculate. For example, 75/250. 4. Press Enter. The formula will be calculated and the value will be displayed in the cell. Creating formulas with cell references. When a formula contains a cell address, it is called a cell reference. Creating a formula with cell references is useful because you can update data in your worksheet without having to rewrite the values in the formula. To create a formula using cell references. 1. Select the cell where the answer will appear, B3, for example. 2. Type the equal sign. 3. Type the cell address that contains the first number in the equation, B1, for example. 4. Type the operator you need for your formula. For example, type the addition sign plus. 5. Type the cell address that contains the second number in the equation, B2, for example. 6. Press Enter. The formula will be calculated and the value will be displayed in the cell. If you change a value in either B1 or B2, the total will automatically recalculate. To edit a formula. 1. Click on the cell you want to edit. 2. Insert the cursor in the formula bar and edit the formula as desired. You can also double-click the cell to view and edit the formula directly from the cell. 3. When finished, press Enter or select the Enter command. 4. The new value will be displayed in the cell. If you change your mind, use the Cancel command in the formula bar to avoid accidentally making changes to your formula. Worksheet Basics. Every Microsoft Excel 2010 workbook contains at least one or more worksheets. If you're working with a large amount of related data, you can use worksheets to help organize your data and make it easier to work with. In this lesson, you will learn how to name and add color to your worksheet tabs and how to add, delete, copy and move worksheets. Additionally, you will learn how to group and ungroup worksheets and freeze columns and rows in worksheets so that they remain visible even when you're scrolling. When you open a Microsoft Excel 2010 workbook, there are 3 worksheets by default. The default names on the worksheet tabs are Sheet 1, Sheet 2, and Sheet 3. To organize your workbook and make it easier to navigate, you can rename and even color-code the worksheet tabs. Additionally, you can insert, delete, move, and copy worksheets. To rename worksheets. 1. Right-click the worksheet tab you want to rename. The worksheet menu appears. 2. Select Rename. 3. The text is now highlighted by a black box. Type the name of your worksheet. 4. Click anywhere outside of the tab. The worksheet is renamed. To insert new worksheets, click on the Insert Worksheet icon. A new worksheet will appear. You can change the setting for the default number of worksheets that appear in Microsoft Excel 2010 workbooks. To access this setting, go into Backstage View and click on Options. To delete worksheets. Worksheets can be deleted from a workbook, including those that contain data. 1. Select the worksheets you want to delete. 2. Right-click one of the selected worksheets. The worksheet menu appears. 3. Select Delete. The selected worksheets will be deleted from your workbook. To copy a worksheet. 1. Right-click the worksheet you want to copy. The worksheet menu appears. 2. Select Move or Copy. 3. The Move or Copy dialog box appears. Check the Create a Copy box. 4. Click OK. Your worksheet is copied. It will have the same title as your original worksheet, but the title will include a version number, such as January 2. To move a worksheet. 1. Click on the worksheet you want to move. The mouse will change to show a small worksheet icon. 2. Drag the worksheet icon until a small black arrow appears where you want the worksheet to be moved. 3. Release your mouse and the worksheet will be moved. Color code worksheet tabs. You can color worksheet tabs to help organize your worksheets and make your workbook easier to navigate. 1. Right-click the worksheet tab you want to color. The worksheet menu appears. 2. Select Tab Color. The color menu appears. 3. Select the color you want to change your tab. 4. The tab color will change in the workbook. If your tab still appears white, that is because the worksheet is still selected. Select any other worksheet tab to see the color change. Grouping and ungrouping worksheets. You can work with each worksheet in a workbook individually, or you can work with multiple worksheets at the same time. Worksheets can be combined together into a group. Any changes made to one worksheet in a group will be made to every worksheet in the group. To group worksheets. 1. Select the first worksheet you want in the group. 2. Press and hold the Control key on your keyboard. 3. Select the next worksheet you want in the group. Continue to select worksheets until all of the worksheets you want to group are selected. 4. Release the Control key. The worksheets are now grouped. The worksheet tabs appear white for the grouped worksheets. While worksheets are grouped, you can navigate to any worksheet in the group and make changes that will appear on every worksheet in the group. If you click on a worksheet tab that is not in the group, however, all of your worksheets will become ungrouped. You will have to regroup them. To ungroup all worksheets. 1. Right-click one of the worksheets. The worksheet menu appears. 2. Select Ungroup. Freezing worksheet panes. The ability to freeze specific rows or columns in your worksheet can be a very useful feature in Microsoft Excel 2010. It's called freezing panes. When you freeze panes, you select rows or columns that will remain visible all the time, even as you're scrolling. This is particularly useful when working with large spreadsheets. To freeze rows. 1. Select the row below the rows that you want frozen. For example, if you want rows 1 and 2 to always appear at the top of the worksheet even as you scroll, then select row 3. 2. Click the View tab. 3. Click the Freeze Panes command. A drop-down menu appears. 4. Select Freeze Panes. 5. A black line appears below the rows that are frozen in place. Scroll down in the worksheet to see the rows below the frozen rows. To freeze columns. 1. Select the column to the right of the columns you want frozen. For example, if you want columns A and B to always appear to the left of the worksheet even as you scroll, then select column C. 2. Click the View tab. 3. Click the Freeze Panes command. A drop-down menu appears. 4. Select Freeze Panes. 5. A black line appears to the right of the frozen area. Scroll across the worksheet to see the columns to the right of the frozen columns. To unfreeze panes. 1. Click the View tab. 2. Click the Freeze Panes command. A drop-down menu appears. 3. Select Unfreeze Panes. The panes will be unfrozen and the black line will disappear.